Okay, it's finally December 31st. We've been waiting for this day for a long time. So happy end of 2020. And just some real quick thoughts for my Thursday morning time and then starting a new year, I guess tonight at midnight. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of those who have been in conversation with me on my Facebook page over the past several weeks when I ask a question. And man, so many of you have just jumped in and shared some pretty personal things. And it's just been a great ongoing conversation, not only for me to read all of your comments, but for each other. I probably will do that some more going into the year because all of you have such great wisdom and experiences and insight for the year. This Sunday we begin a new series. It'll be virtual this Sunday just because we want to stay safe after the holidays. But this new three-part series will be on division and division in the body and how to overcome it. We did a series back in August on the Enneagram to grow this ability to be self-aware, because not being self-aware is an awful thing that we do to other people. And then in September we went into how to do relationships well, and we talked about conflict resolution, and we did the classic Matthew 18, which is the process of restoring relationships that have been through a difficult time. So we understand that we kind of dealt with that at an individual level. This will be more on a corporate level, like within a larger body, a church, an organization. What causes division, and what are some of the things that we need to be aware of, and how we add to what causes divisions within a group. Now, we're not going to talk about splits. Splits are like, we've come to a place where we realize that we need to go our separate ways that our relationship is not reconcilable. Division is, hey, there's some things that have crept in, weakened it a little bit, and it can be fixed. And I think this is a really important conversation as we've just gone through 2020, through an election cycle, as we move into the first of the year. So that'll be the Sunday. And here's some things that I think would help us begin to think about what are some things that we can do to help us be aware of maybe how we add to division. I'm not a big goals or New Year's resolution person, because I think we just set ideas or goals for ourselves that really aren't realistic or achievable, or we set too many. But maybe some lifestyle habits or changes that we can incorporate that can kind of help move us along. So here's some things that I've learned from 2020 that I think can really move us into 2021. The first one is, my youngest son and I had this conversation over the holidays, and that is, we get to choose what kind of person I'm going to be. We have a tendency to blame other people for our frustration, for things that are going on in our life, and there are circumstances that do create a little bit more strain or do cause a little bit more frustration on our part, but we still get to choose how we react to it. So as I go into 2021, I'm going to kind of claim this, that yes, there are people who I disagree with, there are things that cause some strain or struggle in my life, that I get to choose how I will react to it. I think that will go a long way in healing division and making 2021 a better year for me. Another one is, we all are frustrated by people. I think about Jesus dragging 12 sorry men around with him all the time. And one of the things I realize in coming into contact with people who believe differently, who practice differently, who hold to different values, I think for the most part, I can genuinely say that people are doing the best that they can facing what they're having to face. It's real easy for me to slide into, well, if they would just stop doing this, or if they would do it the way that I would do it, or we ascribe bad motives to them. Well, they're just trying to be an awful person, or they're just wanting to be wrong. And I don't think people are choosing to be misguided or to live a horrible life. I mean, I think there are some people that are living more recklessly than others, but I think for the most part, if we can extend grace and go like, that person's so different than me and believing so differently, but I think because of their experiences and what they've been through, I'm going to extend grace to them, because they are really doing the best they can for where they are in life, and what they know. The last one is based on a book that my oldest son gave me that I am excited to dive into. It's called Every Moment is Holy. And it's just common liturgy for everyday life. I'm going to be reading some of those in the future. But I think to hold on to the belief that every moment is holy, every person I interact with, every situation I find myself in, everything that I'm facing, all the tasks and jobs that I have to do, that can be a holy moment. I can find and experience God in that moment, no matter what it is. And if I have that mindset going into certain situations, into life, it will completely change the way I interact. So those are three things that I'm going to try to do this upcoming year. That I get to choose how I will react and who will I be in every situation. That I will extend people grace, even people who are really different than me, because probably and for the most part, they are doing the best that they are able. And then to consider every moment as a holy moment where I can meet God and no matter what's going on. So that's our Thursday thought. It's New Year's Eve. Stay safe tonight. We are going into 2021 tomorrow. Sunday, we will be virtual only, but we will start this new series. So I hope you join us as we look into 1 Corinthians and what Paul says about division. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And we will see you online. Take care.